Recently, we were very pleased to be able to congratulate Rotarian Lynn McDougall on her appointment as District 1190's Group Study Exchange Leader to lead a party of former TUE students to Malaysia, I understand, in April next year. As a club, we're very proud of your achievement. I'm sure everyone will wish you well in what I know will be a challenging but memorable experience. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, I return to my grandson's simple vision of our world. So really, we are all the same. And to Rotary International President D.K. Lee's theme for this year, make dreams real. By giving the world's children hope, a chance at the future, and to enable them to fulfil their aspirations and hopefully have dreams of their own. In today's parlance, it's a big ask, but a challenge that this organisation of ours, who have so many advantages and take so much for granted, will rise and meet the occasion. In the recent words of Barack Obama, together we can do it, yes we can. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please be upstanding to receive the toast to Rotary International, coupled with District Governor Tony.
President Nisar, ladies and gentlemen, the response to the toast to Rotary International will be given by District Governor Tony Perini, a member of the Carlisle South Club.
President Nisar, fellow guests, fellow Rotarians, what a great night it is, and thank you very much for inviting me here, and thank you, Nisar, and all your club members for the kind hospitality that I've received since arriving here at 10 to 7, earlier than expected, and catching you all out. I bring you greetings from D.K. Lee, who, as you've heard, has asked us to make dreams real this year, and of course Ian Thompson, the RIBI President, who will be with us next week, and I hope Rotarians and partners at the various opportunities that have been given will come along to the various events the next Wednesday, Thursday in this part of the world and meet Ian and his wife Joan. I also bring greetings, Mr. President, from my own club president, Mike Esters of Rotary Club of Carlisle South. Now I know that many of you here don't know much about me. I'm ex-Royal Air Force, I'm very proud of it. And I'm ex-civil service, probably not so proud of it, but I had the job of being the low-flying complaints officer for Cumbria and Northumberland for 16 years, and every year used to have an annual assessment done upon me, which stifled my career. And you hear some of the assessments that were given about me. One, for instance, said, "Since my last report, this officer has reached rock bottom and has started to dig." This young officer has delusions of adequacy. This officer brings a lot of joy whenever he leaves the room. It's hard to believe that this officer beat out 1 million sperm. Think that one through. Mr. President, guests and fellow Rotarians, I want you to imagine that it's the year 2020 and that you are still alive and that you are a grandparent. Your grandchild is rummaging through your memorabilia box and comes across a little round lapel badge and some medals on faded ribbons of various colours. The inevitable questions start. What's this little round badge thing for? Did you win these medals in the war, Grandad? I wonder what our responses and explanations might be. I'll give you two versions. Version 1. Well, there used to be an organisation called Rotary International, and I was a member. It wasn't a military organisation. Indeed, it worked for peace in the world. In its time, it raised lots of money for good causes, and even tried to eradicate polio. Unfortunately, we all got very old, and despite lots of effort to do something about it, there was lots of talking, but nothing really happened. And so, this little badge is my old Rotary badge, and the medals were given to me because I was in charge of my club 3 times, because nobody else wanted to do it. Because of all this, we failed to get rid of polio. We spent the remaining money that we had to help the needy, and eventually, in 2015, all the clubs closed down, and that was the end of Rotary. Or perhaps there's another version. That little badge was your great-grandfather's when he was a member of an organisation we call Rotary International. One of those medals on the ribbon was awarded to him because he was president of his Rotary Club for a year, and the other one is because he was recognised for his great work helping other people. When I was 40, your great-grandfather invited me to join Rotary, and I've been a Rotarian ever since. And now your daddy and mummy are Rotarians too. In 2010, after nearly 30 years of raising money and working with other organisations, Rotary eliminated a disease that you will never see again. It was called polio. In 2008, a few years ago, we also decided that we didn't want a world without Rotarians. The man in charge that year was from South Korea, and his name was D.K. Lee, and he inspired us all to make dreams real for the children of the world. He asked Rotarians to find out ways of ensuring that little children, just like you, are healthy when they are born, that they have clean water to drink, that they have good medical care and a healthy diet during their childhood, and that they all have the chance to go to school to learn to read and write. And we all rose to the challenge, and that's why the number of children under 5 who die needlessly every day reduced from 30,000 when D.K. Lee was in charge, and it's just a handful now each year. At the same time, he told Rotarians that we must do something about getting new members to join Rotary so that it continues for generations to come. Well, since then, the number of Rotary clubs in the world has increased from 33,000 in 2008 to 45,000 Rotary clubs, and the number of members, which for years had been stuck on 1.2 million, is now 2.5 million. Your daddy and mummy and I both enjoy helping others, and it really is great to see all the work benefiting others around the world. When you start school, you will join a Rotary Kids Club, and later you will find out that whatever secondary school you go to, there will be an Interact Club for you to join when you are 13 or 14 years old. And if you get to university, there will be a Rotaract Club there that will teach you more about doing good work for less fortunate people, so that when you start work after university, you will want to join a Rotary Club to continue and develop your Rotary involvement. This month, 40 years after the famous "I Have a Dream" speech by Martin Luther King, the world woke up to the fact that we can make dreams real.